Welcome to this week's episode of Listeners' Questions, where we are going to debunk as many TikTok myths as we can, although we don't have all year. Joining me are brand founders Mark Curry and Colette Laxton from the Inky List, Emma Lewisham, and skinfluencer, which he's going to absolutely hate, James Welsh. I'm not sure you're ready for this, especially you.
I'm prepared. Let's go.
Okay, homemade SPF.
Jesus H. Is that seriously a thing?
That can't be a thing.
Oh, yeah. How to create sunscreen at home has over 22 million views on TikTok. Users are going mad for natural skincare. Don't get me started. Ingredients include. Are you ready? I feel like you should. I feel like I've done you a disservice, and you should have a big vat of red wine next to you for this conversation. Shea butter, cacao, beeswax, coconut oil, avocado oil, carrot seed oil, zinc oxide, and you ready for this one? Watch his head explode. Essential oils.
Jesus H. Hirons.
And what kind of homemade SPF would that make, Mark? It's Mr. Scientist. A shit one.
Yeah, you're going to be baking yourself. I can only... Well, this will say it all. We had to go to 3 different testing houses to ensure that the SPF that we thought we'd created was actually the SPF factor that we wanted to create and triple verified. Because even when you go to that level of detail, we had some stuff that should have been absolutely great. For whatever reason, fallout in the formula. It was a car crash. We had 72 different formulations.
Jesus.
72 formulas. So in sum, we are a big brand with lots of people, with a scientist at the helm. It took us 3 years, 72 formulas and 3 testing houses. Don't make your own SPF.
Thank you very much. We'll leave it there. I was going to finish on that. Beef tallow. What? Oh, I love this. Beef fat. Is being used as a moisturiser for the skin. It's also being used as an SPF. I just want to put that out there.
I have seen it. Yeah.
28 million posts on TikTok. It's said to be, and I say this, I'm not saying this, you know that. It's said to be super hydrating and mimics Botox.
Mimics Botox.
Don't shoot the messenger.
That's complete bollocks. I mean,
Excellent. Excellent.
Just
stop it. Just make it stop.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably will get a bit of moisturisation from the fat.
Mm-hmm. Every cloud.
Yeah.
But you're going to smell like
beef.
Wow.
you're going to smell like your Sunday roast.
Jeez.
Stick a bit of rosemary in your ass and you're done. The skincare smoothie, I feel like I should tap out from this. If it was a football game, I'd have to say, I'm actually a supporter of Luton, therefore I can't play and be not sorry. But the skincare smoothie, 42 million posts. I think we all know who's to blame for this. People are mixing their skincare products together and then applying that concoction to their face because it avoids the lengthy process of a step-by-step skincare routine as everything is applied at the same time. I'm just going to go quiet, let you speak.
What are you trying to do to us?
This is my life every day.
You can cut corners on some stuff and you could probably mix certain things together. Great. You can't mix everything together. They weren't formulated that way. You're just going to be wasting your money and wasting your life. Good skincare takes consistency and time.
Also, get smart. I'll
I
I'll
love
clean.
it. You come in smart, literally, and Colette's like, and also...
But just, clean your face. Then, I'll be, putting my serum on. And then I'll just quickly do my hair. And
Brush
then
your
I'll
teeth.
just be smart. It takes, 5 minutes to do everything. Believe me,
Literally.
I can get, out of the shower and gone in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's be smart. You don't have to, create a trend. Just do your skincare.
Okay. They think I'm outspoken. I love it. Exosomes. Named as the future of skincare, they are made from, I'm not telling you, I'm quoting, I'm not talking to you like that. They are made from human stem cells and are able to get into our skin and communicate with our skin cells, sometimes used alongside microneedling to push exosomes into the skin to increase collagen and elasticity. Thoughts, sir?
I think interesting, but animal derived, all the things linked to this. The reason why skincare is going to be continually exciting is biotechnology.
Science.
Exactly.
Labs. Science.
Yeah. So I think, again, you don't need to go to these more old school methods in really expensive clinics. Biotechnology is coming. It's going to make things super interesting and bring great technology to the masses.
There you go. Baking soda facial. The baking soda honey facial has 52 million posts on TikTok. For acne breakouts, don't faint. For acne breakouts, baking soda is said to help soothe inflammation and mild pain. Ain't no analgesic, babe. And is also said to get rid of hyperpigmentation spots. Behave. People are using it mixed with water and honey to combat acne breakouts and hyperpigmentation. Look at your face.
Mixing it with water and honey.
Yeah. See? Go on. Have at it.
Honestly, are these genuine?
Yes. Welcome to my world. Yes. And daily I am asked about shit like this.
I mean, I'm trying to pull some positives into it. I'm struggling for positives.
Baking soda with acne. It's also an analgesic. It's going to help with the pain. And it's going to help with hyperpigmentation.
Do you know what bugs me about this? Is when I was young, I had acne and there was nothing out there. And it was like all alcohol and stripping and horrendousness. Like, you don't need to do this. You don't need to find all these DIY hacks. There is great skincare now for these problems. Like, why are we trying to create
And my
problems?
nervousness is it's poor kids that don't have money, maybe, or don't have anything.
Yeah.
And they'll go, oh, but I know mum's got this and that.
Yeah, I can try that.
I'll try it.
This is in the kitchen.
They'll exacerbate whatever they've got and then end up in a worse place. It's
Hang
frightening.
on, isn't baking soda like £5-6?
No, it's super cheap.
Yeah, it's
But
really
it's just...
I feel like our baking stuff that Grace uses is expensive. There's great skincare that is affordable. You do not need to be DIYing your things from your kitchen. You don't.
Even when there's an element of it that we all did when we were little, like mixing things and playing with things, that's different. What bugs me is that this is telling people it's like a verbatim. It's this is what's going to fix it for you. That's the frustration because, and then it's pitched to me as you don't support it because you sell your own product.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Thank you. Thank you.
And people just need to take one look at whatever you've done in the past, where you're supporting multiple different products from multiple people of all shapes, sizes, and what have yous. It's fallacy.
Thanks. Placenta serum. Oh, he's already laughing. Applied twice a day, this serum made from placenta is said to clean up acne scarring, I can't even, and promote skin regeneration.
Depending on how fresh it is, you might get some benefit of some.
If you work on a
peptides.
gynecological ward and you can maybe get access to a placenta.
Yeah, but unless you have kept it temperature controlled and all the things in between and applied it fresh to your face, you'd be struggling.
Okay, great. Mushroom skincare. Beauty. Oh, allow me please to read.
Oh, okay.
This is not my words. Beauty mushrooms for skin health are currently all the rage, and skincare lovers on TikTok are naming snow mushrooms, also known as tremella mushrooms, to be, I'm going to watch Colette now, nature's hyaluronic acid. People are taking them in supplement form and even making soup from them in pursuit of a healthy glow and increased collagen production.
This trend's back. Mushrooms
back.
go round and round.
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
food's there for ingestion, and even if you are taking supplements, they have to be created in such a way so that they are absorbed.
They're absorbable.
Actually into the
they
body.
Are absorbable.
Not pass out your ass.
Pass out your ass, title of my next book.
Exactly.
I think, not in their defence, but I think where it comes from, and you feel it more when you're in the States, and you'll know this well. What I hear a lot of, especially with people making their own SPF, because the anti-SPF brigade at the moment from the States is doing my nut, if I can just put that out there. Yeah. But I think the fear of Big Pharma comes because when you are in the States, it is rammed down your throat every 3 seconds on TV. Every other advert is for a medicine that you need or you're going to die. And then the disclaimer that follows it is, taking this medicine can cause hypoglycemia, and you're just like, why would I take it if it's going to kill me? So I understand I would hope it came from good intentions at the beginning. Like, people are being over-medicated, especially in the States. Yeah. We don't have a big pharma problem in the UK. You can barely get meds on the NHS. No one wants to give you anything, you know? So it comes from that. And then it became SPF is killing you. And it's people who basically do not understand science, and that the people, the big argument is, well, if everyone's been wearing SPF since maybe the 1970s, why is all the instances of skin cancer going up? Because Gen Xers and Boomers are getting older and we didn't use SPF, dickhead. And we're all the ones having our moles cut out or melanoma appearing. That's why. It's not because SPF is causing cancer.
We had a tanning bed in our house.
I mean, I lived on tanning beds in the 80s. My mum lived on tanning beds. She got a melanoma on her leg. Like,
we didn't have the education and knowledge. The education and knowledge is now out there. and it's out there and it's proven.
But this is the gift and curse of TikTok. So the gift of TikTok is there's the ability to put it out there. Curse of TikTok is you've got freaking 170 million Americans running around taking some of this stuff for truth, surrounded by a culture of fear and fear-mongering.
Fear-mongering, which is just ruling at the moment, especially in the States.
Yeah, and if they could do something cheap and maybe then not need...
Stick it to the guy, stick it to the man.
Insurance and stuff like that.
It's a cesspit, isn't it? It's a cesspit of not having insurance, not having decent healthcare, making your own, and then it becomes this thing that's, we can do this better. And the other frustration for me, which we should probably end on, but the frustration for me is that all of those like handmade, homemade SPFs always have a thick amount of zinc oxide, which unless you are pasty white, is going to make you look like Casper the Ghost. So there's absolutely no, it's always, I would say, try and be nice and say well-meaning, but sometimes it's just wanker Californians who are very, very blonde and wealthy and thin, telling black people that it will work for them. And you're like, you don't have any black friends, do you? Because if you did, you would say, just try this on your skin. And they'd be like, it looks like toothpaste, Doris.
Doris from LA.
I'm just thinking of any name irritants. I'm just trying to think of a name.
Homemade SPF might be one of the most petrifying trends ever, actually.
What a nice place to end. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I think I need you on my a regular slot of it's just utter bullshit from Mark Curry.
I feel like he needs a lab coat on at this point to really
just to remind people.
Yeah, to like really.
Too hot.
It is too hot. It is too hot.
I'll be sweating even more than I do.
This episode is obviously brought to you by the SkinRocks app, your free-to-download ultimate guide to skincare, made by me, all in one place, with a catalogue of over 24,000 products and over 600 expertly written articles and guides with new content daily. It really is your destination for your best skin yet. And I'm thrilled, because I can, to offer you an exclusive discount to unlock an elevated app experience with exclusive features and even more skincare expertise from me, plus so much more. Revolutionise the way you discover, shop and learn about skincare with our multi-award-winning app. Download the SkinRocks app for free and sign up to Premium with your exclusive code CHPOD, all in caps, to save £10 off your annual subscription. More details in the show notes. We are going to use the collective brains of James and Emma. What are your views on the Korean skincare made from snail mucin?
I enjoy it in hydrating products, but I think a lot of people think it does things it doesn't do.
Well, also, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it's just not for me. I can't. It just looks like, no, I can't.
It's way out there.
It's just the trail the snail leaves when it goes across, and I just
and then
can't.
They scrape it, supposedly.
Please,
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't.
We use like a live bacteria in one of our products, and that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Even that was discovered on a 22-year-old's face, and it's been then bottled and brought to market.
What?
Yes.
I mean, I'd still have that rather than a snail's arse. I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
Then what brands say they do is they let snails roam free on a bit
No,
of
they
netting.
fucking don't.
They don't.
They
It sounds
don't.
like
It's
they
a snail
steam
farm.
them. Yeah.
They steam them so they get stressed, and then they
Yeah.
release the mucin, and then they catch the mucin, and then they put it in product.
Yeah.
It's not cruelty-free.
No, although brands try to claim it is.
Oh, behave yourself.
Free-range snails.
James, have you ever had snails on your face?
I would never do that, but I can separate myself when it's in a jar, you know?
Okay.
I can look past it.
What about slugging? What are your thoughts?
What is slugging?
I enjoy it.
What is it?
Sometimes.
I don't do it.
You don't
Tell
like
me.
it, do you?
What is it?
Slugging is when you put like Vaseline.
It's
or
like
an
Victoria
occlusive
Beckham on an
layer
airplane.
On an airplane, yeah. I personally wouldn't do it in public.
Well, no, it does look
It's-
like you've stuck your face in chip fat.
Yeah, you don't look great. But if my skin was really dry or dehydrated, I'd lock in all that moisture and hydration with a layer of Vaseline, essentially. So I do it every so often. I don't think you need to do it every night like everyone's
You're
doing.
really greasy.
It says here it's had 117 million views on TikTok with viewers aiming to get glass skin. Well, that tells you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yeah.
You don't need Vaseline
No,
to
you
get
don't.
glass
No,
skin.
I think people mistake glass skin for just looking shiny as fuck.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, put
Yeah.
Vaseline and that's
It's like,
it.
it's so shiny.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're not like a
With
chip
a
pen.
ring light. They're like, oh.
Okay. Okay.
Not that we're being cynical. No.
No names, no names.
What are your thoughts on lemon bottle fat dissolving? The results I've seen online are great, but is it safe?
I do not know what that is. What is that?
Oh,
It's a trend on TikTok again,
Yes.
but again, it's not for me. It's supposed to dissolve fat, and you sort of have it here or here, and I'm like, no, I need the fat I've got in my face, thanks.
Yeah.
And also, anything called lemon bottle doesn't really sound surgical to me. How much is it? $18.99. But,
Wow.
but what do you do with it then?
You inject
Yourself.
Oh, wow.
Behave. You don't.
Oh. It's not injected directly into fatty tissue
gosh.
where it works to break down fat cells.
And also break down your face.
Surely that's not allowed.
Enjoy sepsis.
They're getting it from Temu, is what they're doing. Get it from Temu, they're getting it from Wish. That's where it's coming from.
I mean,
I can't.
don't inject your face. I don't know if I have to say this. Don't inject yourself with fat.
No.
Don't inject anywhere in your body.
No.
Bin. Right, next. I'm looking to get salmon sperm injections. Do you recommend? I have a question. My question is, how did they discover that salmon sperm? So how did they get the sperm? How did they discover it would be quite good injected into your face?
Yeah, how do you sperm a salmon is what I would want to know.
I think it's sperm the salmon. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's all got very David Attenborough.
I mean, it's very different to collagen, right? Because some collagen is salmon collagen or something they would put.
It's supposed to be for wrinkles and shit, isn't it? It's
So
like,
what's wrong with normal filler and Botox? Like, can't we just be happy with what we have? It works. It works.
Or a good cream.
good cream.
a good cream, a good acid, a
cream.
good retinoid.
A good slugging.
Oh, God. If you use the word sperm, I'm just going to tap out. That's all. Just
Yeah, I'm
knock
not
yourself
bothered.
out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tap out. And also, I've got a shellfish allergy. You never know. I don't want it injected into my face. I know it's not a shellfish before we get bombarded.
Yeah.
I'm not a moron. But I don't want to inject my face with something that's come out of a fish's dick.
There's
they have
many good
dicks?
things. I haven't seen one on
Does
a
a
fish
salmon
before.
have a penis?
I think just the hole.
never.
I think
It's
just the
just-
hole.
Oh,
But I don't know how that.
I feel so ignorant. And this is why I don't watch David Attenborough. I think he's evil. Bear with, you'll think I'm right. So my husband's obsessed. Nature loves David Attenborough, and I get the man himself. He's a legend. I get it. But if I watch those programmes, I'm either vomiting or crying.
I feel
I'm
like
not
shit.
interested.
Yeah, I
do
agree.
not want to watch animals killing each other, dying, beaning, or shagging. I'm out.
And then he really tells you off at the end for being a human.
And why are you taking a plane? Walk to Argentina. Again, it's not for me.
It's not for me.
And at some point, there's going to be a toad. I fucking hate toads.
Yeah.
And then, I can't. So we've gone a long way, but yet we would like answers in the comments to, do we know how a salmon has sperm?
Yeah.
How do they get it out? How do they get it out?
They must. How do you separate it from the water?
So it's got to come from a salmon farm.
Yeah.
Do they have to get excited?
Put a female salmon in there.
No, stop it.
See what's going on.
No. Okay, would you use olive oil around the eyes for hydration?
Just don't put it near my skin at all. Thank you.
I want it on a plate of spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then it'll get to my eyes eventually once I've digested it and the nutrients come out of it.
I think skincare's way more complicated than just putting.
I think the word you're looking for, Emma, is sophisticated. You are sophisticated. There's a reason J-Lo's just been taken out of Sephora.
It's literally gathering dust in the shower. She led with that.
My grandmother's olive oil.
Olive oil. She led with that way too much.
Everyone was like, why would I spend $300 on olive oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So, true story, J-Lo and Britney Spears have both made more money from their fragrance than anything else they've done. No. Even their music.
Oh, with J-Lo, that's not
J-Lo Glow.
surprising.
Imagine how much money she's made from J-Lo Glow.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Wow.
not making a lot of money in her films,
What is
is she?
Beyonce?
So I feel like we've said no to a lot of these treatments, and this next question is a good one. What at-home treatments would you recommend? LED?
I love at-home LED.
Love a bit of LED.
Yeah. The consistency, though, is an issue
That's
for
the
me.
hardest part.
Yeah.
Because even if I leave it set up, I'll go, oh, I'm too tired to lie underneath it.
I'm guaranteed to fall asleep under mine as well. I have one of those ones that like arch
Yeah.
over you. I will fall asleep.
But also you can use it on injuries. You can use the infrared part on injuries. And I've had dodgy shoulder and I still haven't. Had some just ridiculous. Yeah, LED. And, things that people tend to keep in the fridge, like I like a cryo. There's nothing wrong with that, keeping it at home, things like that. Things like the metallic roller Beauty Pie made one and they can keep it in stock. That actually feels amazing on the skin because it picks up your skin and massages it as you go.
Okay.
Things like that, yes. Anything that's too invasive.
I think anything you have to
Yes.
dig at your skin or,
Yeah.
anything that sounds like it draws stuff out of your skin, you shouldn't be doing yourself. Anything with needles.
Thank you so much for joining the Safe Flight Home. You'll be there in like 4 days, but it's fine.
Next week.
And you, sir, where are you off to?
Hotel down the road.
Oh, nice. Nice little party for one this evening.
Get Deliveroo in, Pretend I'm working.
Thank you so much. That concludes this week's episode of Listeners' Questions. Thank you so much for listening and keep the TikTok nightmares coming. I'm back on Monday with a new guest, so make sure you tune in. Until then, I'm glad we had this chat. New episodes are available every Monday and Wednesday. Follow or subscribe now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Glad We Had This Chat is produced by Wall to Wall Media.